Tea or coffee, Renu?
Yes, sir. I'm having tea.
Tea.
Mm.
Hmm. Ganpat,
Good evening, sir.
did you watch yesterday's recording?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
नंदनी नेहा कॉल करने बोल रही
Friends, what do you think? Why are these guys doing what they're doing? They left home, they're singing. What do you think is going on? Why did they decide to leave their homes? Why did they decide to leave their jobs and live this kind of life?
they try to they want to experience some new thing. They try to live their life with different way. On their own, on their own way.
In their own way.
In their own way.
Hmm. True. Anybody else? Hmm. Do you have anything to say? Why are these people walking? Hmm.
Or maybe they are not ready to take their family responsibilities and
Right. And
mm.
do you talk to any old people in your family?
Yes.
I suggested
Yes.
you guys talk to some different age group people in your family because people in different age group think differently. Their opinions will be very interesting, interestingly different. Their opinions will be interestingly different. Go ahead. Anybody else wants to add anything? Two lines, Renu. Is that all you have to say?
Good evening, sir.
Shubhankar.
Sorry, I've been late.
Yeah, you are today, but it's all right. Will says he doesn't really know why they're walking. Why do you think they're doing it?
in my opinion, Eddie, Ginger, and Will, they are good friends, uh, and uh, they are friends from their school days, and they are also get used to being happy, uh, uh, to be together.
Very good.
And they and both and all of them are uh, all of them like to sing, like singing, dancing, like singing and walking.
Right.
So that's why all of them chosen the life.
This lifestyle. Hmm.
Good evening, sir.
Hello, Sana. These are here. The question is called, this section is called, what do you think? Means what's your opinion, right? So it's your opinion, right? I
Yeah,
cannot
it's
say
my
you're right,
opinion.
you're wrong. Okay, you have an opinion. Good job. You spoke some sentences, and that's what I was looking for. That you guys, say something. Okay. What is meant by simple human activities?
Also, I written some.
Good job, Shwankar. Why do you think they're doing it? Oh, what is meant by simple
Uh,
human activities?
yeah, simple. In my opinion, simple activities can be singing, dancing, drawing pictures, and playing sports, something like that. Uh, and people often perform that activities to uh, in order to stay healthy and stress free life.
Hmm. Other people, can you send your homework in the group just like Shwankar did? Perhaps not. Okay. Simple human activities, things that people have always been doing. Even when we had no technology, no modern lifestyle, these are the things people have always done. Singing, dancing, walking together, playing sports, and drawing. That was a good idea. If you go to some caves, you will see humans have drawn things there on the walls of the caves. So, drawing has also been a very, very common, simple human activity. People enjoy doing it. Hmm. um, what kind of activities are not so simple? Nowadays, people go skiing in their free time. Now, do you think skiing is so easy? No. You need to have
No, sir.
a special gear, a
Yeah,
special
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
skiing gear. And then you need to learn, you need to go through the training.
Yes, sir.
Then let's talk about playing certain sports which require you to be very prepared, like cricket.
Yes, sir.
Not so simple human activity. Going to the club, you need to be a member, you need to wear certain clothes, spend money, things. It's different. We have been doing these things, only for some time since we, became more technologically advanced. Electricity, motor, you know, when we got these things, our life changed. and we started doing other things than those simple human activities that we have always done. How many of you feel that these activities make you really relaxed? Let's say swimming. Swimming is one thing that we cannot forget. I'm pretty sure swimming has always been a very, very favorite simple human activity humans have enjoyed doing in their free time.
It is playing
But
football.
but without training, everybody cannot swim, sir.
Yes, everybody cannot swim. That's right. I think in the past, when we lived in, let's say 2000 years ago, 1000 years ago, when we lived near an ocean or near the sea, near the water, this would be one of the most favorite activities for all humans to enjoy their free time. Just get into the water and swim fast. Who can swim faster, right? This would be a good way to just entertain themselves, get themselves
Yes.
a little tired physically and feel excited. We all love water, don't we? Human beings love being in water. Most people. That's why
Most
water
people.
water parks are such a big success. Children
Yes.
love being in water.
Yes.
Okay. Role play. There will be a group. One student will be student A, will be a journalist, a newspaper journalist. Interview one of the singers. Use questions from exercise 4 to help, not just use the questions. Use those questions to help. Student B, you are one of the singers, either Will or Ed or Ginger. Answer the journalist's questions. To do this role play, you need to understand a little bit their mindset as well, right? Because you have to answer the questions on their behalf. You will be playing the role of Will, Ed, or Ginger. Some questions will be about facts. For example, where did you go meet each other? Where did you study? You know, and then some questions will be answered with your imagination. How did you convince your family? What did they tell you? How do they feel about your career? How do they feel about your choice? So, this will be your task for tomorrow. You choose your partner, do the preparation together, and tomorrow in the class, we will ask you to be on camera and perform this role play. Sounds exciting?
Yes.
You choose your own partner, okay?
Exciting.
One person can play different roles with different people. For example, if Shubhankar is the journalist with Nishat, he can be Ed, Will, or Ginger with Anshu or Ganpat or Sana. My point is, you can play, you can perform more than once, okay? But different roles, not the same role, okay? So, well, you can play the same role as well twice with a different person, not a big deal. Okay. So, guys, choose your partner, prepare your interview, write or not exactly every word, but kind of design what your interview will be like, what questions will be asked, how Ed, Will, or Ginger, whoever plays that role, will perform, will answer those questions. Sit together and decide these things after the class. Okay. Maybe text each other and discuss. Those two who want to perform together. This will be your task for tomorrow. Was there any homework in the practice book?
Yes, sir.
There was.
Yes, sir. Page number 68.
Page number 68.
Going to future intention.
Oh, yes. Let's check that. So I think we did the first part, and we are going to do part 2 now. Questions and negatives. If I tell you I'm going to a wedding next week, then you could ask me, sir, शादी में जाइए क्या पहन के जाइएगा सर?
What are you going to wear?
What are you And where are you going to? What are you going to wear?
What are you going to wear? Yes.
Where?
Yeah, there are multiple questions you can ask, Sayukta ma'am.
Mhm.
But the
Yes.
word is here, what you wear. These words you can ask, what are you going to wear?
What are you
And
going
this
to
gives you practice for what you learned. How to talk about your plans and intentions. क्या पहन के जाने वाले हैं?
wear?
Next, some friends are coming to dinner.
Mhm.
Make.
What are you going to make for friends? What are you
What are
going
you
to
prepare
cook?
for friends?
What are you prepare? What are you going to make? What are you
खाली
going
ये एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हैं यहाँ बैठ के, या दिमाग लेकर जा रहे हैं कि लाइफ में अगर सिचुएशन है तो ऐसा बोल सकते हैं? क्या कर रहे हो?
लाइफ में ऐसे सिचुएशन है तो बोल सकते हैं व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू बी प्रिपेयर फॉर योर फ्रेंड्स
What are you going to, Sayuta ma'am?
व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू कुक फॉर योर फ्रेंड्स
Very good. What are you going to cook? We are going to the cinema tonight.
Are you going to see? Are you going to watch?
Yes, right.
which movies you are going to watch
You are going to, or are you going to, ma'am?
are you going to watch
Movie are you going to watch?
Oh, Pete and Val got engaged.
Getting engaged. Uh,
they are going to get
they are going to get
are
engaged.
you asking
They are
sir
going to get engaged. Going to get engaged.
Pete and Val got engaged.
oh.
Hmm.
where are they going to get
If they
married
getting it.
When are they going to get married? When are they
When
going
are
to?
they
get married
got engaged?
5. It's my birthday next week.
where are you going to have a party
When it is going to happen? Sorry.
where are you going to have
When are they
party
going to get married? And it's my birthday next week.
where are you going to have a party
Hmm.
where are you going to have a party
It's my birthday next week.
what are you going to be planning for your birthday are you going to have a party
Hmm.
oh
You're going to have a party? What are you going to do for your birthday?
what are you going to do?
They're going to Scotland, but not by train.
Are they going to fly?
Are they going?
To fly?
Are they going to fly? Are they going by plane? Absolutely correct. Any doubts? Anybody?
Are they going to fly?
Are they going to
वो
fly?
प्लेन से जाने वाले हैं प्लेन से जाने वाले हैं
प्लेन से जाएंगे क्या वो लोग?
प्लेन से जाएंगे क्या
Now look at the answers. Question पूछा था ना, what are you going to wear? I'm not going to wear a dress. I'm not going to wear a skirt. I'm going to wear a dress. What are you going to cook? I'm not going to cook meat. I'm going to cook fish.
Fish.
What are you going to watch? I'm not going to watch, we are not going to watch a spy film. We are going to watch a comedy. Are you going to have a party for your birthday? No, I'm not going to have a party. I'm going to a restaurant with my friends. पार्टी का मतलब होता है different kind of thing. Nowadays, some people have a party in a restaurant too. That's a different thing. 6. Not by train. Are they going to fly? No, they're not going to fly. They're going to drive. Practice, everybody. I will ask you. You say, I'm going to a wedding next week. Go ahead.
I'm going to a wedding next week.
What are you going to wear?
What are you going to wear?
I'm not going to wear a skirt. I'm going to wear
I'm
a
going
dress.
to wear a suit. I'm going to wear a suit. I'm going to wear a suit.
Go ahead. Number 2.
Some friends are coming
Some
to
friends
dinner.
are coming to
What are
dinner.
you
Friends
going
are
to cook?
coming to
It's my
dinner.
job. It's my job to ask the question.
Okay, okay.
We are having a conversation. What are you going to cook then?
I'm going
I'm
to
going
cook.
to
I'm
cook
going to cook chicken
chicken curry.
chicken curry. I'm going to cook chicken curry.
एक ना भी बोल रही है एक हाँ भी बोल रही है.
I'm going to chicken. I'm not going to cook
I'm not going
I'm
to.
not going to
I'm chicken curry.
I'm going to cook fish. Fish curry.
I'm going to.
Next, number 3. Come on, number 3. Bolo.
I am
We
not
are
going
going
to
to the
watch.
cinema.
We are going to
I'm
cinema
going to
tonight.
cinema tonight. What
comedy.
are you going to watch?
आप लोग समझ तक नहीं रहे.
we
आप
are
लोग
going
समझ
to
तक नहीं रहे.
watch.
आप लोग समझ नहीं रहे. आप लोग कुछ भी कर रहे हैं.
We are going to the cinema tonight. Now
We
your
are
turn.
going to the cinema tonight.
आपने मुझसे ये बताया तभी ना मैं कुछ पूछूंगा. तो आप दोनों बातें बोले जा रहे हो. आप एक्सरसाइज कर रहे हो, प्रैक्टिस नहीं. दोनों में फर्क है. आप वहां कागज पे सॉल्व कर रहे हो, दिमाग में नहीं. दिमाग में आपने मुझसे कहा वी आर गोइंग टू द सिनेमा टुनाइट. हाँ. ओह, व्हाट आर यू गोइंग टू वॉच?
Oh, what are you going to watch? I'm going to watch a movie, not
I
a
am not
series.
going to a spy film. I am going to watch comedian film. Comedy film.
We are going to watch a film, cinema. We are not going to watch a cinema. We are going to watch a series.
Number 4.
And got engaged.
Wow. When are they going to get married?
They are going to get married in next year. They are going to get married in next year.
इस साल नहीं कर रहे शादी, अगले साल करेंगे.
Yes, sir.
नहीं वाली भी बात बोल दो.
They are not going to married
Not going to
in next year. They are going to married in next year.
Get married in next
है
year.
ना? They are going to married next year. Next year. They are not going to married in this year.
Number 5.
It's my birthday next.
When is your birthday?
You're reading the line, bro. Shvankar, you're practicing with me.
It's my birthday next.
It's my birthday next week. It's my birthday next week.
Are you going to have a party then?
No, I'm not.
No, I'm not going to.
I am not
have a
going
party.
to a party. I am not going to have a
Going to have a
party.
party.
I'm going to.
I'm going to celebrate with my family.
Very good. Number 6.
They are
They are
going to Scotland,
but
but
not
not
by
by train.
But not by train.
Then are they going to fly?
Yeah, they are going to fly.
They are going to. They are going to go by train.
No.
They are going to by. They are going by train.
Not by train.
I told you they're
going
not
by-
going by train. You told me.
Okay.
Are they going to fly? No, they're not going to fly. They're going to
They are
drive.
going to drive.
They are going to drive.
To drive.
क्या बोलूं मैं? आप लोगों ने एक्सरसाइज किया था कि ये प्रैक्टिस करी, रियल लाइफ में बात आ जाए सिचुएशन तो कैसे बोलना है. अब सुनो। मेरे घर में कल चोरी हो गई थी। देयर वॉज अ स्मॉल बर्गलरी इन माई हाउस लास्ट नाइट।
What are you going to do for
burglary in my house.
Great, Sayukta ma'am. What are you going to do about it?
yes, what are you going to do about it?
अगला लाइन भी आप ही बोलो।
I am going to complain in the police station.
नहीं, आप सजेस्ट कर सकते थे ना। अगला लाइन मतलब कि मैं समझ
Are you
Oh,
going
acha.
to
Are you going to
complain
Are you going
about
to
complain in the police
burglary?
station?
complain in this station?
Very good. Got it? Got it, guys?
Are you going to complain, sir? Yeah, are you going to register complaint?
Of course, register a complaint, file a complaint.
Okay, are you going to register complaint?
My brother has become addicted to alcohol. My brother has become addicted to alcohol.
To do
What are you going to do for
About it.
Hmm.
to get him
to get rid of
Are you going to
get rid of it?
are
Hmm.
you going to suggestion to a doctor?
Hmm. Hmm.
get him cured?
Hmm.
Are you going to
Are you going to take him to the rehabilitation center?
Yes.
Rehab. Are you going to take him to the rehab? Or are you going to lock him in the house?
Are you going to get him to cure?
What are you going to do to help him?
What are you going to do?
My wife is cheating on me. सब सन्नाटा ले
Going
लिया।
to te-
Are you
are you
going
going
to
to
take
teach a lesson?
any
Listen her.
Are you going to teach her a
are,
lesson? Very
are
good.
you going
Teach
to
her a
take
lesson.
any action
Are you going to take any action? Yeah.
against her?
Yeah. Good. Shayanta ma'am. Shayanta ma'am बोलेंगे, are you going to see a doctor because you have gone crazy? क्योंकि
Why, sir?
वो तो आप तो अपने दोस्त का साथ देंगे ना, अगर मैंने ऐसा बोला कभी तो आप तो यही
Yes.
बोलेंगे, गो सी ए डॉक्टर सर, गो सी ए डॉक्टर, जाके डॉक्टर से मिलिए, यू हैव गॉन क्रेजी।
Yeah.
So this was a real life situation. People say things like this and you guys can react. आगे के बारे में बात करना, क्या इरादा है, क्या प्लान है ना, क्या सोचा है, राइट? Any problems, anyone? No. Next. No, I'm not going to do anything about it. She's the only person who earns money. I don't earn any money, so I'll just ignore it. I'm going to ignore it. सुना मेरा जवाब?
Yes.
I'm going to
Ignore it.
Ignore it.
ignore it.
You are going to ignore it.
I'm going
You
to
are going to ignore.
because I don't earn any money. I depend on her.
Is it so?
She is the only person who earns money in your family.
She's the only person who earns money in my family. If I divorce her, if I take any action, she will leave me.
To pay a bunch of money.
Sorry, to pay a bunch of money. A bunch of money नहीं बोलेंगे. A sum of money बोलते हैं. थोड़ा
Sum
पैसा.
of money.
A sum of money. For a small sum of money, you will tolerate this nonsense? Well, I have no choice. ये बातचीत ऐसी होती है ना औरतों की, जहां मैं मर्द हूं, लेकिन अब रियल लाइफ में ये सिचुएशन औरतों को फेस करना पड़ता है, राइट? That they tolerate it because they have no choice, because they depend on their husbands. Going on holiday. Jane and Rick are going to St. Petersburg for a holiday. Look at the chart. Complete the questions and answers about their holiday plans. देख लो भाई. Jane and Rick here. So question number 1. This was your homework. Question number 1. They're going to St. Petersburg. This is a photo of St. Petersburg. What a city. Look at the building. How tall it is. How big it is, the building, guys. Look at the size of the people. Look at the size of the building. Some Indians think कि सब कुछ इंडिया में ही है बढ़िया. ठीक है?
No, sir.
No, a lot of Indians are stupid, you know, they think that way. कि सब कुछ बढ़िया जो है वो कहाँ है? यहीं है. Just take a look, guys. Take a look at this building. St. Petersburg. Okay. Ask the questions. Go on.
How are they going to travel there?
They
They're
are
going by plane. Next.
Where
Where
are they
are they
going?
going? They're going
Where are
Where
they
are
going
they
to
going?
stay?
Where are they going to
Where
stay?
they,
Next.
Where
Going to
where
stay.
are they going?
where are they going to
Where they're going
stay?
to stay. Nevsky Hotel. They're going to stay in Nevsky
They
Hotel.
are going to stay in
Next.
next
How
time.
long?
How long are they going to stay?
How
How
long are they going?
long they are going to stay?
How long are they going to stay?
Are they
How
going to
long?
Answer.
How long are they going to stay?
They are going to stay for 10
They are
days.
going to stay for 10 days.
Next question. What?
What are they going to do?
What are they going to do?
Going to do?
Yes.
What are they going to do? They are going to
They are going
They
to
are
do
going to
see the
see,
ballet.
going to do.
ballet,
They are going to
Ballet.
see
See the ballet.
Going to see the ballet.
the ballet,
Please,
and they
ballet.
are going to
please silent.
visit the
And they are
Visit
going to
the
museum.
Hermitage Museum.
Yes, exactly.
They are going to visit the museum.
Next. Beth is also going, but she's going to the Greek islands next summer, okay? Look at the chart and complete the conversation. Hey, Beth, where are you going on holiday next summer?
I am going to Greek.
Greek island.
I'm going to the Greek island.
Next question, everybody. Go ahead. I am Beth.
How are you going?
How are they going to travel there?
How are you going to travel there?
How are you going?
How are you going to travel there?
I'm going by train and boat.
Where are you going to stay?
Where are you going to stay?
Where are you going to stay?
I'm going to stay in
Where are
a
you going to do?
stay in a tavern next.
How long did you
Going to
how long did
stay.
you going to stay there?
Did you past हो जाएगा सीधा उल्टा जो हो गया अब ये
How
तो होने वाला
long?
How long are you going to stay?
Are you going to stay?
I'm Rick. I am Beth. You're talking to me. Look at the first question. Where are you going on holiday next summer, Beth? So you're talking to Beth. I'm Beth. Come on, guys. Number 5.
How long are you going to stay?
I'm going to stay for a week, ma'am. I'm going to
Yes.
stay for a week.
What are you
And
going
what
to do?
what are you going to do?
I'm going to relax and I'm going to swim and read. Got it, everyone?
Yes.
Look at the sentences here in exercise 3. Jane and Rick aren't going to China. They're going to Russia. They aren't going to travel by boat. They're going to fly.
Going to fly.
3. They aren't
They
going
going
with they aren't going to stay with a
going to
family.
stay with family.
They're going to
They
stay
are
in a
going
hotel.
to
Beth isn't going to Mexico.
isn't going to Mexico.
She's going to the Greek islands. She isn't going to fly. She's going by train and boat. And she isn't going to visit the ruins. She's going to relax. This is Beth. I'm going to open the breakout rooms for you guys and go there and practice the conversations with each other. Are you cool with that? Everybody?
All of the
Yes.
exercises.
Yeah.
Wherever there is a conversation possible, do it. Okay? On the previous page, here, wherever. Practice. Everybody's ready to go into the breakout room?
Yes, sir.
Great. I'm opening the rooms for you. Go ahead, people, accept the invitation. You haven't accepted the invitation, Sana. Welcome back, everybody. I hope it has become very easy for you to use these sentences to talk about people's plans and futures, plans and Sana, you're off camera. Everybody practiced?
Yes, sir.
This page is going to be your homework for tomorrow. We use
Sir, if somebody asks किसके साथ जाने वाले हो,
who are
who
you
are
going
you going
with?
going with?
Who are you
Okay,
going with?
who are you going with?
Going with.
Who are you going with? So now I have already shared the homework for tomorrow. And now we are going to move on to do something really exciting. How to talk about weather. How to talk about weather.
Weather.
Look at the weather map of Europe and name some of the countries. Look at the weather map of Europe and name some of the countries. This, sorry, Sangeeta ma'am, I'm muting you because, children are talking around you. Okay. Yes. All right. Everybody, take a look. This is the map of Europe. This is the map of Europe. London is in England. So this country is England, right, everybody? Paris is the capital of France. So this part is France, okay? By the way, Nice is another city in France. France is a big country, guys, okay? France is a big country. Paris is in the north and Nice is in the south, okay? Just like India, Jammu Kashmir in the north, Chennai, Kanyakumari in the south. Very big country India is. France is also a big country. Not as big as India, but it's a big country, okay? So there are two cities from France here, Paris and Nice. And if you look left, to the west, you see Madrid. Madrid is the capital of Spain. Okay. And then you see Lisbon. Lisbon is the capital of Portugal. Yeah. Go to your right and you see Rome. Rome is the capital of Italy. So that country is Italy there. And below Rome, to the north, to the south, southeast, you see Athens. Athens is the capital of Greece, guys. Then you see Istanbul. Istanbul is not a capital city, but Istanbul is a very important city. Istanbul is a city in Turkey. Turkey is mainly in Asia, but interestingly, this city Istanbul is in Europe. It connects Europe and Asia.
Asia.
Istanbul, yeah. Then let's go north, upwards, Budapest. Budapest is the country, the capital of the country called Hungary. Yeah. Budapest is the capital of Hungary, if I'm not wrong. Berlin is the capital of Germany, of course, right? And then you see Warsaw. Warsaw is the capital of Poland. There was this in Hindi, I read Warsaw Ki Sandhi, the Warsaw Treaty. I think it happened in the First or Second World War. I don't remember. And then we see Moscow. Moscow is the capital of Russia. Russia is a very big country. So which country is a neighbor of Russia? According to this map,
So Warsaw.
Warsaw is the capital of Poland.
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 So Poland is a neighboring country and they don't like each other, Poland and, Russia
Yes, sir.
don't like each other. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Hello. Okay, Aisha's dad. Fine. Okay. ठीक है. Okay. Yeah. Poland and Russia hate each other. Poland is always scared that Russia will attack someday. Do you have any interest in geopolitics? Do you know the relation between two countries? Good, bad, why they're good, why it is good, why it is not so good, stuff like that. Have you
North Korea.
ever tried to understand, learn about these things? No interest? I know Anshu has no interest.
No.
Anybody? Yeah. Well, when I was young, I didn't understand. I was in class 5 when Iran-Iraq war happened. And my class teacher, Kedarnath sir, Kedarnath, yeah, Kedar sir, we used to say Kedar sir. So he would just, bring a big map or sometimes the globe and put it on his table. And he would call some students. They would just gather around the table, all of them. And some students would not have the interest or the courage to go close. So we would stand, but a little far. And he would describe what was going on to the rest of the students. When I do this as a teacher today, I remember I was not a very active student in the class. I didn't have the courage, confidence to talk to my teachers or to go close to my teachers. I was curious, but not as much to, learn about these things. I would not have the courage to talk to my teachers. That's the worst part. Anyways, so I remember he told us about Iran-Iraq war. I could not take much interest. I didn't understand much. But after, and as a teenager, like Anshu is today, Anshu is 20, 21, 22. When I was 20, 21, 22, I didn't take much interest in these things. I was interested in English. And because of that, I took interest in world matters, but not a keen interest, not a very, very strong interest. But as I grew older and I started to understand the problems that exist today in the world have their roots in the past, then I started being more interested. I started studying history. I read a book called India After Gandhi by a very famous Indian writer, R.C. Guha. And that helped me understand a lot of problems in India. I think history should be taught differently to students in India so that they can understand problems of this country today. But I think at high school or until high school, they don't really talk about the reality or real history. They just talk about nonsense, things which are not really important. I don't know. Or maybe they will not understand the real issues, at that age. Maybe that's the reason. But I am more interested in history today than I was at school. And I watch channels. Nowadays, I'm just too busy. And my TV is also broken. So I don't watch YouTube anymore. But I used to watch a couple of hours every day. And I would only watch channels which would talk about geopolitics, history, the roots of the problems that exist today, why Iran and Iraq are not friends, why Iran and America are not friends, why Israel and Palestine keep fighting, all these things. So to understand these problems, you need to study history, where the problem started. So it's very interesting, actually. History helps you understand today's world. You study history, but because of that, you understand today's world better. Oslo. Oslo is the capital of? I always forget. Never mind. So what do you think this picture looks like? A news channel bulletin? Weather forecast? Weather news? Look at this woman dressed in this way. Normally, a news reader comes and tells you about the weather news, right? So listen to a weather forecast. Write the temperatures on the map. And you have to make a guess. Which season is it? Ready? 11.9. Okay, 11.9.
Tape script 11.9. What's the weather like?
Here's Fiona with the weather for Europe for the next 24 hours.
Hello there. Here's the forecast for Europe today. At the moment, there's some wet and windy weather over the UK and Scandinavia, and this is going to move south and east over Poland and Germany. Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius, but it's cooler in London, 19 degrees, and cooler still in Oslo, 17 degrees. To the south, it's a bit warmer. In Budapest, 23 degrees. But to the east, cool and cloudy in Moscow, where the temperature is a welcome 15 degrees after all that extreme summer heat. Moving south, it's getting warmer, 24 degrees in Rome. But it's going to be cloudy and showery across much of Italy and also over northern Turkey, with heavy rain in Istanbul and a temperature of 21 degrees. Most other Mediterranean countries are going to be warm and dry. Greece will be hot and sunny, with a lot of late summer sunshine. 28 degrees in Athens, and warmer still in Portugal and Spain, with temperatures up to 32 degrees. France is going to be cool and cloudy in the north, 20 degrees in Paris, and hot and stormy in the south, with a high of 29 degrees in Nice. And that's your European weather for today. I'll be back at lunchtime with an update.
Did you get the temperatures on the map? Or you missed some?
All of them.
You missed some, right? You couldn't write all the temperatures.
Yeah.
Maybe I should play again. Then you can write those which you couldn't write the first time. Shall I play again?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Fiona. And now
Tape script 11.9. What's the weather like?
here's Fiona with the weather for Europe for the next 24 hours.
Hello there. Here's the forecast for Europe today. At the moment, there's some wet and windy weather over the UK and Scandinavia, and this is going to move south and east over Poland and Germany. Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius, but it's cooler in London, 19 degrees, and cooler still in Oslo, 17 degrees. To the south, it's a bit warmer. In Budapest, 23 degrees, but to the east, cool and cloudy in Moscow, where the temperature is a welcome 15 degrees after all that extreme summer heat. Moving south, it's getting warmer, 24 degrees in Rome. But it's going to be cloudy and showery across much of Italy and also over northern Turkey, with heavy rain in Istanbul and a temperature of 21 degrees. Most other Mediterranean countries are going to be warm and dry. Greece will be hot and sunny, with a lot of late summer sunshine. 28 degrees in Athens, and warmer still in Portugal and Spain, with temperatures up to 32 degrees. France is going to be cool and cloudy in the north, 20 degrees in Paris, and hot and stormy in the south, with a high of 29 degrees in Nice. And that's your European weather for today. I'll be back at lunchtime with an update.
Okay, I hope you got the temperatures right. So, when you listened and when you noticed everything they said in the audio, what did you guess? Which season do you think it is? There are 4 seasons in English, right? Spring, summer, autumn, winter.
It is summer, sir.
It is winter.
You guys didn't really care.
Summer, sir.
You are now talking about it. You're now thinking about it. You are not thinking about which season it could be while you were listening. Am I right? While you were listening, this thought was not on your mind, whether it is this summer season or that season. You couldn't think about it. Am I right? Please tell me. While you were listening, you were just not thinking about it. You were just listening, trying to understand what they're saying. And you couldn't understand which season could it be. You didn't even think about this question when you were listening. Now you are thinking about it in retrospect, in hindsight. Acha, kaun si hua? Ye season hai. So I'm playing it the 3rd time for you. Please get the temperatures right, get the numbers right, and listen carefully so that you can decide which season is it. It is. Okay. Remember, we have spring first. After spring comes After spring comes silence. After
Winter.
spring comes silence.
Autumn.
After spring comes summer.
Summer.
Sun.
Yes.
And after
After spring
summer
comes
comes
rainy.
autumn.
Autumn.
Autumn. Yes. Autumn.
And after autumn comes
Winter.
winter. This is the cycle of the
Yes.
English
Yes.
weather.
Yes.
And summer.
One more time. Spring first,
Yes.
then summer, then autumn, and then winter. Listen carefully.
Thank you, Fiona. I know a very...
Tape script 11.9. What's the weather like?
Here's Fiona with the weather for Europe for the next 24 hours.
Hello there. Here's the forecast for Europe today. At the moment, there's some wet and windy weather over the UK and Scandinavia, and this is going to move south and east over Poland and Germany. Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius, but it's cooler in London, 19 degrees, and cooler still in Oslo, 17 degrees. To the south, it's a bit warmer. In Budapest, 23 degrees. But to the east, cool and cloudy in Moscow, where the temperature is a welcome 15 degrees after all that extreme summer heat. Moving south, it's getting warmer, 24 degrees in Rome. But it's going to be cloudy and showery across much of Italy and also over northern Turkey, with heavy rain in Istanbul and a temperature of 21 degrees. Most other Mediterranean countries are going to be warm and dry. Greece will be hot and sunny, with a lot of late summer sunshine. 28 degrees in Athens, and warmer still in Portugal and Spain, with temperatures up to 32 degrees. France is going to be cool and cloudy in the north, 20 degrees in Paris, and hot and stormy in the south, with a high of 29 degrees in Nice. And that's your European weather for today. I'll be back at lunchtime with an update.
Thank you, Fiona. I know a very...
Okay. So, which city is the hottest or going to be the hottest?
Nice. Sorry.
Yes.
Which city is going to be the hottest?
32. Portugal.
Portugal is the country. Which city is going to be the hottest? Lisbon. Renu, you're looking at the
Lisbon.
page,
Yeah,
but
yeah, yeah.
not responding. Why?
I couldn't get, sir.
Come again.
Yeah, Lisbon.
I couldn't get, sir.
I'm asking which city is going to be the hottest. You don't have to guess. You couldn't write the temperatures, you are saying.
I write some. Noted down some.
And do you think you missed some?
Yes, sir.
Why did you miss
Lot of city's temperature I missed.
Why did you miss, I asked.
I don't understand. I couldn't understand, sir. I tried, but I failed.
I
failed.
couldn't understand, sir. Also.
क्या बोले जा रहे हैं ये?
Have you listened to the Hindi news channels of weather forecast?
No, sir. No.
That's why. You don't know how people tell you the news of the weather, how they share the weather news on TV. I remember when we were small kids, we loved listening to the weather news. It was funny, the way they spoke, भारत के उत्तर तरफ से उठती भारत के बंगाल की खाड़ी में गर्म दबाव का असर बन रहा है। अगले 2 दिनों में भारत के कुछ हिस्सों में बारिश की संभावना बन रही है।
बारिश होने की संभावना है।
हाँ, अब आज के 4 महानगरों के तापमान कुछ इस प्रकार हैं। ऐसे बोलते थे वो लोग, कुछ इस प्रकार है। And we love as kids their style, and I'm still mimicking them. Many years since I last heard them. Okay, I don't remember when I last heard them. Listen to the Hindi news channel. Okay, with the weather news, DD1. I'm trying to mimic the news
Yes, sir.
reporters on DD1 when I
Good,
was a
good.
kid.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, it
Yes,
was very
sir.
funny. We loved it. You guys didn't enjoy listening to the weather news as a child on TV?
Yes, sir. Yes.
I watched, but I didn't
I
enjoy that time also.
Didn't you
My
find their
father
style
watched it.
funny? Their
Yes,
style was
sir.
funny.
Yes.
Enjoy what? Enjoyed the
Their
style.
speaking style is very good, na, sir?
Yeah. They spoke differently.
Yes, yes.
So still
Script
we can
11
see
point
in some movies.
Yeah.
9. What's the weather like?
Here's Fiona with the weather for Europe for the next 24 hours.
Hello there.
Hello there. We say hello there when we are talking to somebody over a platform, electronic platform like news channel, YouTube. You're going live. Hello there. When somebody's face to face in a room, you avoid saying hello there. You say hello, hi, okay. But suppose you meet somebody on the road, somebody is at a distance from you, you raise your hand, hi there. Or you are on the stage and you're talking to your audience, the people sitting in the audience, hello there. So, yeah, when there is a bit of distance, physical distance, or distance in terms of, platform. For example, if I go live, my audience will be somewhere else, I'm somewhere else. I'll say, hi there, hello there, it's common. Got it, everyone? I message to someone on WhatsApp, hey there, like that.
Here's the forecast for Europe today.
Here is the forecast for Europe today. Forecast, prediction. Forecast means prediction.
Prediction.
Yeah, this is Purvanuman in Hindi, we say forecast.
At the moment, there's some wet and windy weather.
At the moment, there is some wet and windy weather. हिंदी और इंग्लिश में बहुत फर्क हो जाता है. There is at some wet and windy weather. अगर कुछ बच्चे इसको ट्रांसलेट करना चाहेंगे तो कहेंगे some wet and windy weather. थोड़ा सा मौसम है. जैसे some milk बोलते हैं, थोड़ा सा मिल्क सोचते हैं, some water तो थोड़ा सा पानी, तो some wet and windy weather. अरे
Wet
वैसे
means
नहीं.
numb. Numb.
हाँ, exactly, ma'am. Wet and windy weather. You can see the picture as well, the symbols here. Wet and windy. Wet and windy weather. There is some wet and windy weather over the UK.
Over the UK and Scandinavia. And this is going to move south.
And this is going to move south. Scandinavia. Yeah. Oslo. Scandinavia. Okay. So there is some wet and windy weather. You can see over the UK and Scandinavia. Over the UK and Scandinavia.
And east over Poland and Germany.
And this is going to move south and east. This is going to move south. What is going to move south? The countries are going to move south.
No,
The
the
weather.
windy weather.
The weather
wet and
condition.
windy weather.
The weather condition is going to move
Yeah.
south and east. Wet and windy weather. अभी यहाँ है, बाद में कुछ दिन में साउथ और ईस्ट में पहुंच जाएगा. कैसा? Wet and windy weather.
Windy.
So it is going to move south and east. South means नीचे की तरफ. East means दाएं तरफ. South and east over Germany and Poland.
Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius.
Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius.
But it's cooler in London.
But it's cooler in London. काम के ज़्यादा. जवाब दीजिए रेनू, चुप मत रहिए. जैसे ही पूछूं फट से रिएक्शन दीजिए. कहाँ खोई हुई हैं?
No, sir.
अगर
I
खोई
listen.
रहेंगे तो ऐसे ही कम समझ आएगा.
No, sir.
मैंने एक सवाल पूछा है, सवाल खाली रिपीट करिए, आंसर तो छोड़ दीजिए.
Sir,
सवाल रेनू रिपीट करेंगे तो ऐसे ही होता है. आप अपने आप को परेशान करने वाली स्थिति क्रिएट करेंगे और बाद में कहेंगे परेशान क्यों हो रहे. आपने अपने आप को थोड़ा देर के लिए ड्रिफ्ट होने दिया, कुछ और थॉट्स आ गए दिमाग में, उस पर अटक के रह गए। मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ कई बार हमारे पढ़ाने में ऐसे टॉपिक्स आ जाते हैं जो टॉपिक्स आप नहीं जानते होंगे, मैं समझता हूँ, क्यूरियस फील करते हैं, लगता है उसके बारे में जाने थोड़ा। मे बी इट इज नॉट द राइट प्लेस, गूगल कर लें बाद में देखते हुए कि क्या है स्कैंडिनेविया, क्या बोले सर, नहीं सुने पहले, कोई बात नहीं, तो गूगल कर ले, लेकिन हम फोकस बनाए रखें इंग्लिश लैंग्वेज लर्निंग पे। यस, एवरीबॉडी एल्स, व्हाट वाज माय क्वेश्चन?
स्कैंडिनेविया।
नहीं, स्कैंडिनेविया क्वेश्चन नहीं था मेरा। सुनो आप लोग,
In Berlin, 20 degrees centigrade, but it's cooler than London.
it's cooler in London, it's cooler
It's
than
cooler
London, no, it's cooler
In
in
Germany. Temperature and Scandinavia. And this is going to move south and east over Poland and Germany.
this is going to move south and east over Poland and Germany. This is going to move south and east. What is going to move south and east?
The weather.
weather,
Wet and windy weather is going to move
wet
south
and
and
windy,
east. यानी कुछ दिनों में साउथ एंड ईस्ट में भी कैसा मौसम होने वाला है?
wet and windy.
Wet and windy.
Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius, but it's cooler in London.
But it's cooler in London.
Wet and
But
windy.
it's cooler in London.
से ज्यादा ठंड है।
19 degrees. And cooler still in Oslo.
And cooler is still in Oslo.
17 degrees.
कूलर स्टिल का मतलब क्या निकालेंगे यहाँ पे?
Cooler still.
पहले से ही था।
ओलो में अभी तक ठंड।
चलिए मैं समझ गया।
अभी
रेणु जी,
Cooler still means also still also cooler.
ओके शुभंकर, रेणु जी,
पहले से ही वो था कूलर, अभी भी है वो।
कल मैंने स्टिल पढ़ाया था, वो वाला स्टिल लगा दिया आप लोगों ने, कल या परसों पढ़ाया था, राइट?
यस
सिचुएशन को गौर करो, सिचुएशन को गौर करो, कॉन्टेक्स्ट को गौर करो, तोता मत बनो आप लोग।
Hello there. Here's the forecast for Europe today. At the moment, there's some wet and windy weather over the UK and Scandinavia, and this is going to move south and east over Poland and Germany. Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius.
Temperatures in Berlin and Warsaw are now about 20 degrees Celsius.
But it's cooler in London.
But it's cooler in London. लेकिन लंदन में मौसम
ठंडा है।
ज्यादा ठंड है।
कम ठंडा है।
Degrees.
19 degrees.
And cooler still in Oslo.
And cooler is still in Oslo.
17 degrees.
कूलर स्टिल के हिंदी करो कोई।
Cooler still in Oslo. And
चलो ठीक है, मैं एक और
मतलब
एग्जांपल,
ओस्लो में पहले से ठंड पड़ रही है।
चलो चलो समझ गया मैं, अब आपको देता हूँ, मैं आपको देता हूँ सिचुएशन अपने तरफ से। He has 3 daughters. The eldest daughter is 5 feet 6 inches tall, and the second one is taller, 5'8", and the third, she's taller still, 5'10".
उससे भी ज्यादा।
ज्यादा लंबा।
इससे
I
भी
will
ज्यादा,
repeat, I will
सबसे
repeat.
ज्यादा, सबसे ज्यादा।
He has 3 daughters. First one is 5 feet 6 inches tall. The second one is taller. She is 5'8", and the third, she is taller still, 5'10".
दोनों से ज्यादा।
ठीक है, अंदाजा लगा ना?
सबसे ज्यादा।
तो यही है, taller still.
फ्रॉम
और
बर्लिन एंड लंदन, फ्रॉम बर्लिन एंड लंदन।
अभी एक और एग्जांपल हो ना, समझ में आ जाएगा। I think I will remove her from the job. I will hire her elder sister. I will hire her elder sister.
Elders.
Ah, she's worse. Really? Then I will hire her younger sister. Oh, she's worse still.
दोनों से ही ज्यादा बेकार.
कुछ समझ में आ रहा है दोस्तों? और ज्यादा मतलब कंपेयर तो कर रहे हो, उससे भी ज्यादा. जो पहले तो ज्यादा था ना, उससे भी ज्यादा. तो ये बताने के लिए स्टिल कर देते हैं, ठीक है. यहाँ स्टिल के जगह एक और वर्ड यूज करता है, इवन वर्स. शी इज इवन
Even.
वर्स. The second sister is 5'10", 5'8", and the third still she's even taller, 5'10". समझ गए? Taller still, even taller, cooler still, even cooler. तो इसका पहले वाला टेम्परेचर से कोई मतलब नहीं. ये है कि और ज्यादा ठंडा. अभी बताया 20 से ठंडा लंदन 19, और ऑस्लो तो और ठंडा. वो तो और ठंडा है. बॉटल फ्रॉम द फ्रिज. अरे ये पानी मत पियो, ठंडा है. दूसरा वाला ये, अरे ये तो और ठंडा है यार. इट इज कूलर स्टिल. राइट? आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड. तो ये जो और लगाते हैं ना हिंदी में, क्या करते हैं? बोलते हैं ना ये तो और ठंडा है. मतलब पहला वाला ठंडा तो था ही, ये तो और ठंडा है. तो खाली कंपैरेटिव नहीं चाहिए. कंपैरेटिव के साथ क्या चाहिए?
Even और still.
हाँ, इट इज कोल्डर स्टिल. आई होप यू अंडरस्टैंड एवरीबॉडी.
Even को सर पहले यूज कर लेंगे. Even colder.
हाँ,
Okay.
Even पहले और still बाद में.
Let's
I gave you a question, sir. It is very hard. Okay. I give you another question. Sir, it is even harder. It is harder still.
Or still.
Got it?
God.
Any problems, anyone?
No.
So that's how it is.
Harder still.
I'm gonna wrap up now. It is going to be 7 o'clock. रेनू, कभी भी ड्रिफ्ट आउट मत करिए क्लास, ट्यून आउट मत करिए क्लास से ऐसे. वो बच्चों को करने दीजिए. आप नहीं करती थी, आज पता नहीं आप देख रही थी ऐसे कैमरे में, एंड यू आर टोटली in another world. I could see that. When I said, Renu, you got startled.
I'm not interested in this thing, sir. I try to understand these things, but still I'm not able to get all temperature, so that's why I'm thinking this.
I can tell you something. Character is when you have difficulties and how you react to them. Yesterday, there was a student in my next class. He listened to an audio file and he didn't understand anything the first time. He acknowledged it when he understood it, when he listened to it the second time a little better. I said, imagine if you listen to it 20 times. He said, yeah, it will be much, much easier. So
Yes,
the only thing I can suggest is
sir.
listen to the audio file more number of times. You don't understand is a temporary situation. Okay, it is not a permanent situation. You don't understand it. This statement will change if you just start listening to it again and again. Homework. Write down the audio script. कल जो बिना ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट लिख के लाएगा उसको क्लास से हटा दूंगा. जितना मुश्किल होगा, जितना डिफिकल्ट होगा करें, लिखें. लेकिन राइट, आप गलतियां करो, नो इश्यूज. आई विल हेल्प यू एंड पुट इट इन द ग्रुप. ओके, आप गलतियां करोगे तो मुझे सिखाने का मौका तो मिलेगा कि देखो ये नहीं समझ में आपको. गणपत, वॉच यस्टरडेज रिकॉर्डिंग. कल तुम्हारे ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट का बैंड बजाया था हमने. कितना गंदा लिखा तुमने, ठीक है. और उसमें तुम्हारा दिमाग कैसे
There is another homework you give.
Yes. In practice book, na?
the role play,
In practice
Renu,
book, the role play.
for Monday. Role play for Monday.
Okay, sir.
Role play is for Monday now.
No.
So you have to do one page in the practice book, which I have put in the group already. And you need to write down the audio script for this audio file I've shared. And
About weather.
What about?
About weather, this.
About the weather. Yeah, of course.
weather.
The weather forecast.
Weather
The
forecasting.
The weather forecast. मौसम का पूर्वानुमान. और जैसे मैंने बताया, गणपत, जब आप ऑडियो स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हो तो सिर्फ कान नहीं काम करते, कान और दिमाग के कॉम्बिनेशन से लिखना होता है. ये नहीं कि मुझे लगा कि ये बोला है तो लिख दिया, अरे उसका सेंस नहीं बन रहा तो कहीं नहीं बोला होगा, कुछ और बोला होगा, ये बोलेंगे, राइट? So write the audio script, everybody, and you watch yesterday's recording, Ganpat, because I pointed out your mistakes, your blunders in the audio script you have written. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. हाँ, आप लोग गलतियां करिए, लिखिए, कम से कम पता तो चले यार ये मेरे दिमाग में आइडिया नहीं है, निकल गया, पढ़े तो थे, भूल गए. Okay, so write down the audio script. I'll see you. Bye.
Bye, sir.
Bye bye.